domains like ITIL, the IT Infrastructure Library, or COBIT, or of course ISO 27001 from a security control perspective. The integration of these best practices allows organizations to make sure that they're functioning properly within a set of control limits to deliver the services that are expected or even mandated in an increasingly interconnected and complex and intelligent world. So at IBM, we talk to our clients about this idea of integrated service management in some ways as the operating system for this idea of the smarter planet. We speak with them about the idea of a service lifecycle in which you think about how you will deal with service quality and vulnerabilities at the time you're creating the services. We speak to our clients about automating the processes, visualizing status in production, and controlling desired state. Now, interestingly, while it's been found that organizations today will turn to any number of best practices for guidance on which controls to implement, again, this can be driven by regulations, it can be driven by industry, geography, or even corporate culture. What we found is that it is adherence to the disciplines of integrated service management that we see setting the highest performers in the areas of security management apart. Integrated service management is key to securing the new services that we will create in this decade of smart. It drives down the cost of implementing and maintaining service infrastructure, but it also minimizes human error, and it provides data and insights to measure and to prove compliance. It's also integral to the creation of software in the development process, resulting in, again, security that's built into applications we use that create the new services that we're talking about. You see, every business and every government, regardless of their industry or home continent, will need strong integrated service management capabilities to deliver things like smarter bridges, smarter utility grids, smarter farms, smarter waterways, and even smarter banks. So at IBM, we're very focused on this area of innovation. Each year, we fund extensive research in the areas of integrated service management and especially in IT security with the goal of improving the security aspect of integrated service management and addressing these inhibitors to deploying the smarter services. In fact, we think of this whole notion as smarter security. We work directly with clients and business partners, like many of the organizations represented here, to test and implement the breakthroughs that we're all driving in integrated hardware platforms, encryption, risk analytics, and overall security architecture. Now, the decade of smart calls for highly refined security risk analytics, successful risk and fraud analytics that require really three very important elements. At the core is trusted data. Second, it's all about quality analytics. And third, it's about the ability to disseminate these analytics to the correct decision makers in support of the business processes and outcomes that they drive. At IBM, we're looking to advance this state of the art, and we're working with advanced risk calculators to provide faster processing up to 15 to 20 times today's models, even in multi-tenant architectures like cloud computing. Our researchers are working on smarter cybersecurity technologies aimed at providing a smart and a scalable way of monitoring all of the environments that we need to understand. Today's security controls and management systems do a fair job at enabling enterprises to get a better handle on their security posture. But they also create, as we all know, a multitude of event alerts, streams, as well as logs and audit records. All of these things contain precious intelligence, but far too often they're insufficiently mined or analyzed. So this inability to consolidate and correlate all of these service-affecting event and log data and to do so at wire speeds is really, and then present it to the proper people who can perform the analysis and do so in a semantically meaningful manner. All of this robs security analysts and administrators of valuable tools that they need to defend enterprise networks. Our researchers are working on ways to exploit this existing instrumentation so we don't have to ask our clients to redo a lot of the instrumentation in today's networks and data centers. We're working with this existing instrumentation to create semantically rich interpretations of security and network events through the application of streaming analytics that scale to extremely large networks well beyond the networks that we see in today's organizations. This will enable full correlation of all service-affecting events across the security domain, the user domain, and the full network domain. This technology interactively creates and automatically checks behavioral models for malware detection in real time, providing pre-fraud detection with extremely low false positive rates. The smarter cybersecurity effort that I'm talking about here aims to put comprehensive and accurate control back into the hands of real decision makers, such as security analysts, by taking over repetitive and manual tasks and enabling these analysts to focus on remediating issues as they come up and guiding the driving of a framework that is a real, secure, tight feedback loop. Now, we also continue to research and test new and more robust and focused approaches to enterprise security. We're really delighted that one of our breakthroughs recently resulted in the International Association of Privacy Professionals honoring IBM Research as one of the top privacy innovators in 2009. It did this because IBM has developed a landmark data encryption technique called fully homomorphic encryption, which is, quite frankly, eluded researchers worldwide for more than 30 years. Our technique removes a major roadblock in encryption mathematics and paves the way for advanced research for future services that require deep and unlimited analysis of encrypted information without sacrificing any confidentiality. What this means is that service providers using leading-edge delivery models like cloud they'll need this type of encryption to be able to store confidential electronic data of others and to be able to fully analyze that data on their client's behalf without expensive interaction with clients and without seeing any of the client's private data. Now, in the future, this technique will allow companies, governments, really individuals, to store their most sensitive and secret proprietary information literally anywhere on any cloud, and they'll have the ability to access it at their convenience all the time while it remains completely secure and private. Now, these research projects that I've gone over here are all examples of areas we believe are going to be critical to the introduction of more advanced yet secure services that are an outgrowth of this smarter planet idea. These capabilities, again, as we talk about them here today at this conference, are really going to help us address these issues of complexity. And it's really, this impact of the Rosetta Stone idea that has inspired us here. We wondered if, in fact, there was a way that we could help all of you, all of the audience, gain more insight into this journey that the Decade of Smart will take us all on. And so today, I'm pleased to announce the creation of the IBM Institute for Advanced Security. This is an institute that is aimed at enabling cybersecurity innovation and collaboration across multiple entities. This will be directed by Dr. Charles Palmer. Some of you know him very well. He's one of our most famous researchers in security, and the Institute will bring IBM security expertise to governmental organizations, our partners, academia, our clients, and all of these organizations that are involved in better serving the public sector. The Institute will be supported by IBM's security scientists, our researchers, the X-Force, our consultants, and they'll organize briefings on advanced technology and strategies for us to make sure that we provide the thought leadership on the issues that the cybersecurity community is facing around the world. I encourage all of you to visit the IBM Institute for Advanced Security online and to reach out to any of your IBM contacts to learn more about how you and your organizations can participate. So in conclusion, let me say that it is IBM's opinion that the most successful enterprises